Thanks for staying with us on NDTV Hindu's special show Bill of Rights that tells you about your rights. We at NDTV Hindu have been bringing you, through Bill of Rights, the different types of consumer grievances that are handled at consumer courts. Experts point out that the courts would be helpless if they are not provided with the essential evidence to prove a claim. Bertila brings us this report on how important evidence really is.
Evidence is a key tool in settling disputes. A credit card user saw his argument fall apart when he had no documents to prove his claim that he had paid his bills regularly. The dispute before the Consumer Forum went in favor of the bank, which presented records to prove its stand.
After considering all the material evidence, the District Forum dismissed the complaint since the complainant has not established his case by filing all documents to supporting his statement that he has cleared the dues. Based on his material evidence, the District Forum dismissed the complaint as frivolous one and also awarded cost of Rs 5,000 to be paid to the opposite party bank.
Experts say it is the evidence that helps the courts to reach a fair verdict.
When we allege that we have made the entire payment, we have to produce the receipts issued by the opposite party stating that the entire amount received by them. Upon only the receipt has been issued. Thereafter, when the matter is taken up for inquiry, when the complainant has not produced those documents or not helping the court by producing any material evidence to come to a conclusion, then the complaint has to be liable to be dismissed with compensation and cost.
Experts also say in recent times, the courts had seen an increase in cases where the consumer starting a legal procedure had failed to turn up even the basic evidence. In Chennai, Bertila, NDTV Hindu.
A special guest joins us and gives you a checklist of things to look at to avoid facing similar problems.
This consumer's case really was dismissed along with the compensation. But how does this really work, in everyday life?
See, basic thing is that, as what they said, proof is much more essential to prove your negligence. If bank has committed a serious lapse, let the lapse be proved by sufficient documents. If you had claimed that I have paid all the money, produce the proof, or at least provide something to the court so that the court can come to a definite conclusion that some wrongdoing has happened and it has to be compensated.
Right, so we've always been of the opinion that documents are, of course, the essential proof that you need to prove your case,
Definitely.
Which is, of course, the obvious. But what about when you buy something from, say, a local shop? So those are places where you don't necessarily get the bill. You just get this whatever stuff you want and you leave.
Yeah.
So what do you do in such a case?
See, send a letter to him saying that the product which you bought from him had been spurious or whatever it is. There is some deficiency. Get a reply. At least that letter could save you instead of a bill which you don't have.
Right. And in terms of documents, when it comes to deficiency of services generally, what are the kind of things?
Definitely all documents which, as I say, when you buy a thing, a bill is essential. In the material there is a sticker that is fixed. Take those stickers, take a photograph of the material, send it to the laboratory if the product is supposed to be tested or analyzed. These materials would definitely show that the product suffers from some defect and you can prove to the court. Some evidence worth mentioning can be thrown before the court.
Mm-hmm. And in a case where there are manufacturers versus dealers?
Definitely both of them can be made liable provided you are able to substantiate that you have done this. For example, buy a car. The car comes out immediately, say 6 months after purchase or before the mileage goes down or whatever it is. You have to prove it, take it to an expert, get the car examined by an expert, give an expert opinion so that you can substantiate your claim with such kind of expert opinion in cases like this.
Mm-hmm. Also, in terms of filing a case by itself, now how important is it for a consumer to really provide those documents, and if you can give us the basic guidelines that they should follow to keep that in mind?
See, spell out your case in detail, proper. Let it be simple sentences. Let them say what exactly has happened. Leave the law to the court. A common man can write a complaint simply saying that what exactly is his requirement, what he bought on the particular day from where. If he has got the proof to show the purchase, let him enclose it. If he has complained of the deficiency to the purchaser, let him show that by way of a letter or whatever his form of complaint is given. These two documents, first the purchase bill, some proof of purchase and some proof of the complaint made as to the deficiency. These two aspects will definitely help them. Later on, after getting the reply from the concerned person, that can be added. And if the reply is filed before the court after his complaint has been filed, enlarge your complaint on that basis and prove it. Definitely the courts will not be sitting on your neck saying that you have to give this and give that. You can prove with very small elements in your hand which you are able to put forth.
Right, but the shop owner can always say, I did not receive any such complaint. What are you talking about?
See, the proof is, that's why you send it by registered post. At least something, let us be vigilant that way. Send it by courier. So you have a proof by sending it to courier, addressing it to so and so. Get the proof of delivery. Keep the booking receipt. Keep something in your hand that you have intimated somebody about the deficiency so that it will not lack documents.
And ahead of Valentine's Day on Monday, we bring you this special story. Love may be in the air, but beware of this particular group which is using it as the perfect time to cheat young women. This story will tell you more about these faceless viruses whom you need to be cautious about. Take a look.
What is so dangerous about a romantically worded e-card or purchasing a fabulous looking bunch of flowers online, you would ask? 23-year-old Shraddha has the answer. Her inbox is filled with umpteen spam mails themed with Valentine's Day, with attractive headers and unbelievable discount offers. But the minute you click the link, there is a rude shock awaiting.
Email that I received for Valentine's was from a friend, and I called her up and I'm like, is this a virus mail or something? And then she's like, I have not even mailed you. And that's when I realized that these are kind of spam mails that are running around. And
Though you can always file a complaint with the police in case you come across a website with malicious or deceptive content, the police say it is always best not to give away personal details like contact numbers or credit card details in unfamiliar websites, or at least those you visit the first time while you shop online. It is not just your mailbox which is targeted here. Even your social networking site can give out vital information about you which could be dangerous.
For a user who opens an e-card, chances are the e-card could contain a virus, and by installing the virus, their computer could get infected, and it could harvest personal information, passwords from that infected computer. In the case of visiting a site to send say a gift or a soft toy to a loved one, a user is tricked into entering their credit card details to make the purchase. Two things could happen here. One, the goods are never sent and the credit card information is misused.
So while you may be smitten by your partner, be sure you don't be bitten by a scam in the season of love. In Chennai, Bertila, NDTV Hindu.
That's all we have for you this weekend on the show. Please remember to catch the Bill of Rights segment on our special breakfast show Good Morning Chennai on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays between 7:30 and 8:30 a.m. That's when you can get all the information that you need from a consumer rights activist directly. You could also write to us at feedback@ndtv-hindu.com with your suggestions and tell us what you thought of today's Bill of Rights. Also, if you come across a consumer or human rights issue that you would like us to investigate, explore and take up, then do write to us on that email ID. This is Kuku Alex signing off for now.